Hi friends and welcome to my channel. So today we are talking about the optimization your project. I know I have a lot of video I had to make and finish for example the GTA project, also the RPG. So I'm going to continue that tutorial, so don't worry about it. But a lot of people ask me to optimization. More of the people they ask me from coffee members, so that's why I make this video. So I know that a lot of people have the full project already, so they have the almost complete game, but they have very bad optimization. For example, they don't even get the 30 FPS, so they're gonna be horrible. So you need to at least have 30, because if not, they're gonna look bad. So I wanna talk about some tips so you can optimize better your game. And also you're gonna notice a lot of the FPS pumping up, so that's gonna be good for everything. So before I start the tutorial, I want to say thank you so much for all your support, because you keep this channel going, and with your support I want to create a small studio so I can provide you and create your games more easy and provide you asset, animation, blueprint, and also my personal help full-time without paying nothing, absolutely for free. So if you want to support us in this project I want, so you need to go to my Ko-fi page. So if you go to my Ko-fi page, you can donate for just $1, or you can be a member if you want. If you're a member, you're gonna have exclusive stuff depending on your subscription. For example, exclusive videos, after the videos before the publish, and also the project files from these tutorials. If you're a member already and you want to see all is available for you, you only need to go to my YouTube channel, subscribe to my channel in the right top corner here. If you click here, they want to open a new list with all the stuff is already available. So there's gonna be the last update. I update this list almost every day. This is gonna be the video game my wife make, so if you want to check it out, it's already in Steam. So this is free stuff for everybody, and also there's gonna be the new video added in the last update. This is gonna be all the exclusive videos, all the unpublished tutorial videos, and also all video game published videos and the project files that you can download. If you're a member, you only need to click in the links and you go directly where the things are. So if you want to talk with me directly, you can go to my Discord page. So if you go to my Discord, you can talk with me whatever you need. For example, you need help in your project, maybe you have a request for a video like this video, or you have something in the tutorial not working for you, or you want to change something in the tutorial, or whatever you like, you can write me from a Discord. For me, it's more easy to respond to Discord to respond to the YouTube comments. So also, if you want to talk with me privately or sponsorship, you have to write me to my email. My email and the links for Ko-fi and Discord is gonna be in the description of these videos. So, and also remember that 100% of the money raised is gonna be for the YouTube channel and for the creation of video game. So thank you, and let's start the tutorial. So let's open Unreal, and I have this third person template. So oops, third person template. So already they don't have nothing, but let's imagine this is my full game. So right now, if I go play, I can play this stuff, but I don't see my FPS. So if you go out of the game, you go here in the 3D stuff, you go here, you go show FPS. So you know now see this here, the FPS and MS. So right now I have 60 or maybe 59.99, but I want to be 60. That's because my project is for default is capped to maximum to 60, and also I'm using Lumen. So Lumen is a heavy performance stuff, so that's why probably I wanna be 60 anyway. But it's gonna be okay, because for your games 60 is gonna be good. For example, for a multiplayer 60 is okay. You can go even forward, go 120, thing like that. But if you doing a single player, you can go down to maybe 30. Still you can be playable. For example, a lot of games in the market today, in the console, for example PlayStation or Xbox, they're gonna have anyway 30, and you don't even know test. So that's why 30 is still okay for single player games. But if you have more, then better. So I want to show you a few tips. So for example, right now if I go play, they show here 60, so I can go all the ways and they're gonna play good because I don't have nothing yet, so that's why I have good FPS. So if you want something they taking FPS, so I'm gonna show you a few tips. The first tips they're gonna be is the tick node. I know I talked about before, but it's one more thing you can do for make better optimization for the tick node. For example, if I go to third person, go to blueprints, see I open the third person character, you can see if this is my full game, for example, I don't use here tick node. So if I go right click, it said tick, event tick, you see it's not connected with nothing. That's good because that means I don't use tick because this consume a lot. But also if you don't use a tick, you can go to class default and go to allow tick before we no here start with tick enable is true. So if I said false, they don't even try to start this tick. So that's gonna save you a few resources here for this blueprint. I know if you only have one, they don't even notice too much, but when you have a project, for example, you have already like 100 blueprints or maybe 1000 or more, if you disable this tick and the maximum you can and the maximum of your blueprints, you're gonna notice a lot the saving performance. So that's a huge this stuff. So I recommend that you do this because they're gonna save you a few FPS too. So let's close this because I don't need the tick. So if I go play, you can play exactly the same. So that's great. So that really don't affect our game. So that's great. So let's see the tip number 2. Let me check my notes. Yeah, so the second one, so they're gonna be use nanite. I'm talking about before, so you only need to enable nanite, but still if you enable nanite, they're gonna give you a good LOD, but probably still you have a lot the texture in that game or that asset. So let's show you one example. So I have here a sample mesh. So you go mesh, I have this bench. So if I put this in here, let's put it this way. So if I go play, you notice they don't do nothing in my FPS because they don't really matter. I only have one. They don't consume nothing, so you can leave it like that. But when you have a lot of the assets, you're gonna notice probably something. So if I get more optimized this asset, you only need to go right click, go to nanite, and go enable. So they wanna enable it, so they're gonna be a little better. Some assets they don't work for nanite. For example, if you're using occlusion, so if you using occlusion, you see something wrong here, so disable it, that's it. So they're gonna be nanite, but maybe still you have a lot of texture in here. So if I go inside my bench, so in here I can go to my material. So let's find the material, let's open the material, let's put it here, and we have here 4 material. So if I open this one, so we have here the 4. So if I open this one, you can notice we have an imported material with 1000K, and also they display in 1. So it's already reduced by 4. So that's really great. So for optimization, for doing this to optimize your texture, they're gonna give you a worse quality maybe, but still you can play it. So right now, if you go to my bench, you can see they look good for my game. But for example, if I disconnect log bias, so let's put a 0, we have already 4000. So let's save it. So let's go to the bench here. You don't even notice that I have 4K here, but we have 4K in one of these. So if I go to my 4 of these, let's put 4, and these 4 I'm gonna set to 4000. So you can see better what I'm talking about. So let's save it. So now our bench is still looking the same. So they don't even really notice that all the texture in this asset is 4K. So why you need 4K if you don't notice? So they're gonna save you performance here. Right now we don't know it because I only have one, so that's why. But for example, you can go down this. You can do it for two different ways. You can go to an advanced. They change the place maybe, or compression advanced. Yeah, here compression. You go to the advanced. You go to maximum textile size. You can put the number you want here. For example, if I want 2000K, you can put it here. But they don't do it equally, so the best is go to load bias. So here say for example 1, you can notice it right here, the max in game and also resource size. If I go 1, you go enter, you can see they reduce to 2000 and also resource size a lot. You notice that I have 2.7, so if I go back I have 10.9, so there's a lot. So let's put 1, or like we have before in 2. So that one I have before, but if I go even further, let's set 3. So I put 3, I have less 5K, no, not 5K, 500 here. So let's put here to 4 and 3, sorry. So let's go here 3, and this one 3. So if I save everything, you still don't notice, almost a little bit, probably it's a little blurry in this stuff. But when you're in game, you don't even gonna notice. Because right now, if I go play, you can see you're still looking at good bench and things like that. But I don't even have 1K, so that's really, really good. So I have good optimization here, and also they look great in my game. So why you want 4K? So that's why some things you don't need it. So you need to think about how look or how close how your asset gonna be. So right now this one for me gonna be perfect, great. So you can do it from here, or you can even go further. But if you go more, they're gonna be probably very bad quality. So I'm gonna even try it. So the 3 is gonna be better. So I can have 3. So now you can see that if I go too close, you can see a little bit blurring this stuff. But in game, they're gonna be this far, so you're still looking good. So we save a few performance here. So that's one of the things. So let's save everything and let's go to the tip number 3. So let's check my notes. Texture size. So the other ones, they're gonna be collision. We have only, like I said, these assets, so they don't really matter. But if you have a lot, so you're gonna note it in the collision. So let's check the collision of this one. We can close this texture now. So let's close this stuff. Also the material, we don't need it. So in this one, this is my mesh. So if you want to see the collision, you only need to go show, and go to simple collisions. I go click here, you can see this is a lot for this collision for only the single one. So if you want to optimize this a little bit, you have to put another collision here, because this is too much for be only a simple collision, because you don't need that many of for here gonna be okay, probably here's okay, but for example you don't need collision that much in here. So if you want to optimize this, you only need to go to collision, remove the collision. You don't have collision for nothing, so that's bad too. But you can go to collision, you can add whatever you like here to be closed. For example, you can go add box, for example, it can be a box. So that's gonna be really, really simple. But for example, if I go save, I go play, they're still working the same for me because I don't have the logic to sit down in this bench. So they don't really matter for my game. So I save a lot of the resources in this asset because I don't have that many collisions here. But if you want to sit down here, you can be optimized too, so you can be that one. So we can go to the collision and we can do whatever we want with this. So we can go this down a little bit. So let's reduce this. So let's put this, for example, let's put it back to 10. Why 50? So let's go like this one, or better let's disconnect this. So let's go something like that. So we have this. Also we can redo this a little bit, not that much. So let's put this scale. So let's do it like that. So let's put this like here, like that. And also we can go press Alt if we can go another one. So let's put like here, for example, and let's redo this. So something like that maybe. So let's move this to here. Maybe we want something bigger, so let's say something like that. So it does it. So we can be able still to sit down here because we have the collision here and also here. So that's gonna be the same. So we can save it, go play, and I don't have the logic for sit down, of course, but if you have it, they're gonna still sit down there. So they're gonna be perfect. If you want more collision, for example, you want collision in here in this when the arm rests, so you only need to put another box here, another one here. So still with these 4 boxes, it's a lot better than that was before. They have a lot for everywhere, so they're gonna save you performance here. I don't notice in my project because I only have this asset, like I said, but if you have a lot of the asset, you're gonna notice this stuff. So that's gonna be the 3rd tip. And also the last one is probably the most important one. That's gonna be you optimize your lighting, because if you have a lot of the lights, you're gonna notice a lot of performance. So this is a good example. So let's show you what happens if I go crazy in light. For example, let's go here and let's go out. It puts some roof here. So I go play, I can see nothing. So I don't have light at all. I only see my light from my character. So let's put light. So let's go in here and let's go up point light. So let's put in here. So I have one in here. So let's put this in here. So let's go here. Let's put it all the way to here. So I press Alt, I have another one. Let's put another one, Alt. I have 3 here. So let's play Alt. We can press these 3. So let's do another one here. So let's go Alt, go here. We have 4 already. So let's check these 4. And let's go Alt. I'm gonna put this one. You notice now the S cross here. So let's go on another ones like this. So let's put another one, so like this, and let's put another one. So we have this illuminate everything, probably 1 more or 2 more. So I want to be crazy on this stuff. So let's put it like that. So now we have these too many lights. So now let's check all my lights. So I want to go this up because I don't want to be closer to the character. So let's go play. So now you can notice I hit a little in my performance, not too much because I only have down lights. So, and also you notice here they have the cross here. So if you have the X cross, that means the switch from the mobility to stationary or mobile is switch to static. So that light, they don't give you cast shadows. So if I go, I want to all have shadows, so let's go, I select all my point lights, I put here mobile. So now all they're gonna be casting shadows. So let's go play, and also they delete this, what is it, the S cross. So now this working, I still have a good FPS. I'm surprised with this because I don't have assets of that probably, but still you know that I can see here the minimum 52, so that's not bad. So this sample is for my game, they're gonna be okay. But if you hit this, you're gonna give you a lot the FPS drop in here. So you can do the optimize this. So if you don't need it, so you just check all these point lights and go where they say cast shadow. So if you go off of this, you can see this change a little bit. So it's gonna open, so they're gonna be shadows in here. Remember, I use Lumin, so that's why I have this. I don't need to bake in nothing, so let's go cast shadows, disconnect this, so now we don't have shadows. So if we go play, now my performance is a lot better. So now I have 60 here because it's capped to 60, but if your game is not capped, or maybe you have probably 20 FPS, now you're gonna hit here a lot better FPS. But we have one problem. We don't have shadows, so that is really bad if you want to have shadows. But I have too many lights, so I don't count it. So let's see, I have 24 lights, so that is a lot. So if I have 24, for example, I want to have shadows in a few things. So because I don't need to be all the ones, so let's say I want to be shadows on here. So let's click in this light, use that one. It says cast shadow in here. So now we have shadows in here, and also I want shadows probably here. So let's click this one. So let's get cast shadows. So I have a good shadow here, and also I want shadows in here. So let's press this one, for example, cast shadow. So now if I go play, I think you can see my character have, I don't see, let me put this in full screen so you can see it better. So advanced settings, go here, 1920, 1080, like that, and go here to new editor window. So now you can see it in full screen. So now you can see I have shadows in my character, also shadows in this mesh, and also shadows in here. So that's better. So now we have shadows, not everything, but I have shadow here that you can notice better here. So that's gonna be good if you want illumination in your interior, and also you don't need that much shadow. So that's gonna save you a lot the FPS and stuff. I can see my FPS, is a way to do it. So you need to be console command and press stat FPS, go enter. I can see my 60 FPS in the right corner here. So that means I have a constant 60. So that's really great for this game in particular. So I don't have too many shadows, that is unfortunate, but you can put more shadows in a few places. For example, I have a shadow here, maybe I want shadow here because I have a good asset here, or had to press something here. You can in this light put that shadow. So I have one here, two in here, three in here. I remember there's gonna be 4 in here. So that is that significant count difference, because they're gonna be 4 cutting shadow that before they have, I believe, 26. So there is a lot of different textures. So you can now notice I have my 60 FPS. If I close this, it go back to my light. It put the shadows back again. So let's shift this. So let's put cast shadows. Let's put all through. So I know they look better, my scene, but maybe I don't need that many. Now you can see my lagging right now because I'm full screen. So I have 44. So that's really heavy performance. So now you can see 50 here. So I have a little lag here. So that's why. So because all my lights they cast in shadow, and also in this particular reason they look bad because I have 4 shadows here. So that's crazy. So now you know a few tips to optimize your games. So I hope you find this useful in your project, because I'm creating my game right now. Soon I'm gonna post a few videos how I'm doing it. I also wanna start a devlog so you can see how I process a few things for my personal game. They're gonna be my first game I made for all by myself. So that's gonna be awesome. So I hope you check this out too in future videos. So that's gonna be it for this video. So now you know how to optimize this stuff. So thank you for watching, and if you want to support us and create that studio like I said before, so I can provide you asset, animation, blueprint, and also my personal help full-time, completely free. So you need to go to my Ko-fi page. So because they're gonna be more easy for us to create video games, so that's gonna be awesome. So thank you for watching. Like I said, yeah, I see you in the next video. So bye bye.